Do you know how it is possible for the bloop to exist in this time? It's not easy to bring it back, yet it is not impossible. Some believe he could be living down there somewhere in the ocean right now. Some say it could be death. Some say it is just a myth. What do you think? What is real is that a specialized group has achieved the unbelievable. Yes, they have cloned the bloop, but nothing always goes as planned. Here it's the story. It all began in a secret laboratory located along the coasts of Australia, where an ambitious project, led by an extremely mafia-like businessman, sought to bring ancient and Jurassic creatures back to life. The small bloop was their most ambitious attempt at cloning extinct species. Here we can see one of the bloop experiments, and here we can observe a bloop that is barely 1 week old, and look at its size. Since there was not enough genetic material from the bloop, the scientists attempted to use whale DNA, as it is the animal most similar to this mysterious creature. There were many cloning experiments, and also many failures. However, thanks to biotechnology, they finally managed to bring one back successfully. But they did not only try to recreate the bloop. They also attempted to revive other extinct species, with the ambitious goal of displaying them inside a profitable habitat, such as a gigantic zoo or massive marine aquarium. Among their experiments were creatures such as the bloop, Grand Maya, Tankalosteks, basilosaurs, and many other ancestral species. It is said that there were around 400 attempts to recreate the bloop. The T-Rex was also one of the laboratory's most advanced experiments, and here we can observe one of its most developed stages. Godzilla was another of the laboratory's most ambitious projects, which aimed to clone each one of these species. The small Godzilla was still only a fetus. It had not yet reached its true form. But what happened to the laboratory afterward was catastrophic. It is said that a tsunami struck the coasts of Australia, completely destroying the facilities and causing the loss of many of the specimens created through cloning. One of them was the bloop, the only survivor of all the experiments. Sometime later, during an exhaustive search carried out by the laboratory, a fisherman claimed that he had seen the creature very close to the coast. According to his story, he decided to release it because of its small size and because he had never seen a specimen like it before. But the big question is, could this small bloop survive on its own? And what is the normal life cycle of the bloop? It is believed that the bloop is very similar to the Leviathan and could reach sizes between 120 and 900 meters in length. This creature goes through several stages throughout its life. The first stage occurs at birth. A baby bloop can measure between 1.5 and 2.5 meters during its first year of life, depending on the mother. The second stage is the young bloop stage. At around 1.5 years old, it can measure between 5 and 15 meters. It grows rapidly and usually develops deep within the ocean. Its diet also begins to increase considerably. The third stage is the pre-adult bloop. This stage ranges from 10 to 30 years of age, reaching sizes between 30 and 90 meters. During this phase, it becomes more solitary and begins hunting much larger prey. The fourth stage is the adult bloop. This stage includes ages from 50 to over 100 years old. At this point, it can measure between 90 and 180 meters. It becomes an extremely powerful predator that loves the depths of the ocean. The most dangerous parts of its body are its enormous mouth and powerful tail. And finally, there is the fifth stage, the ancestral bloop. At this stage, it can reach sizes between 180 and up to 900 meters. It is considered the true king of the ocean. It is rarely seen by humans because it is extremely solitary, ancient, and incredibly intelligent. The bloop's diet changes throughout all stages of its life. It begins by feeding on microorganisms, plankton, and small crustaceans. Later, it consumes fish, octopuses, whales, and even sharks. It is an opportunistic carnivore, as its diet grows according to its size. What is the habitat of the bloop? The bloop prefers extreme and deep areas of the ocean. It lives in dark, cold regions with extremely high pressure. Now let's talk about the sound of the bloop. Its sound consists of a low-frequency pulse produced by vibrating throat organisms. The range of these sound waves extended for thousands of kilometers and can be found in the link in the description. Based on these sound waves, scientists estimated the approximate size of the bloop that produced the mysterious sound. However, nobody ever discovered its true purpose: communication, mating calls, or territorial warnings. What is the origin of the bloop? It is believed that the bloop originated between 40 and 60 million years ago. It descended from deep-sea creatures that were similar to whales. The extreme depths of the ocean caused its body to evolve into one that is highly resistant and adaptable to the harshest ocean conditions. But despite being a colossal creature, the bloop also has weaknesses. It cannot tolerate high-frequency sounds. It becomes vulnerable near the surface. It only reproduces once every many years. And if it fails to feed properly, it can starve to death very quickly. Friends, this story would continue. Let us hope that our little friend Bloop, who fell into the ocean after the destruction of the laboratory, can live a peaceful life. Although, nobody truly knows what might happen next. Give us a huge like with lots of love, and we'll see you in the next one. See you, bros.
I need to find a way to defeat Maja this time.
Initiate lockdown, now!